Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Sagittarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So these cards, the numbers may be significant to you in some way. They might be numbers that you have seen a lot on repeat, numbers that feel like they're following you around. They could be particularly representative of something going on in your life or something important to you. You might be 29 years old, for instance, and this number also kind of adds up or reduces to, however you want to think about it, the number 11, which is a master number. So 11 might be significant to you. So for all of these messages, just keep that in mind. These might be numbers that mean something to you. So this card's affirmation is, I am insightful, and it says, you are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. My gosh, you guys. I'm already getting so excited, and we're one card in. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. Okay, this is like the perfect card for you to get in a reading like this, because this is really telling you that on top of whatever messages we might receive about what your intuition has been trying to get through to you, most of all, your intuition is trying to let you know how highly intuitive you are and how much you really do see. This card being 29 and reducing to an 11, it really kind of like magnifies that, amplifies that energy for me. And this is like the energy of mastery, of evolution, of manifestation, of signs and synchronicities. So you might have been followed around by a lot of signs and synchronicities. And this is also like your intuition might have been telling you something when it comes to your creativity or how you work, like how you best work. This references your mind thinking in pictures. So you might be a visual learner. You may have even kind of experienced like struggling to learn things or struggling to read information, struggling to absorb information in a particular way. And your intuition has been telling you that you might learn in a different way. You might receive messages in a different way. And you might ignore that because it's like, you see other people getting by, doing things a particular way, and it might not work for you. So your intuition has been trying to tell you you have a different way of doing things. In some cases, it's like you might think you're bad at something. You're not even bad at it. You just need to go about it a different way. You might need to study in a different way. You might need to work in a different way or in a different environment. You might need to read in a different way. Maybe sometimes it's easier for you to absorb like audiobooks rather than sit down and read, or vice versa. It can really be anything, but you'll know because your intuition has been trying to get through to you about a different approach, and really like taking it seriously, taking your intuition and taking your intuitive abilities more seriously, because you know what's going on. Are you kidding me? How is this happening? This card was already flipped. The same thing happened in the last reading, but like none of these cards were flipped. So that's just outrageous. And then on top of that, you have 333, which for me personally is a huge sign. And it might be for you as well. So if you've been noticing repeating threes, whoa. This affirmation is, I am powerful. And the card says, you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. This is huge. This is huge. Your intuition has been trying to set you on a new path. You may be very aware of this. You may not be. Your intuition is trying to let you know that you hold so much power. You have so many gifts and abilities. I think a lot of you are probably very spiritually gifted, very empathic, intuitive, and then like who knows what else. Like a lot of you are probably clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, all the clairs. Like, I feel like there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot for you to look forward to when you step into your own uniqueness, your own unique abilities. And I just want to say this because if there is something that you've been struggling with, like struggling to learn something or struggling to do something in a way that other people do it, please understand that you are particularly gifted in areas that other people have zero knowledge of. So even if you might read things differently, or you need to study differently, or you need particular music playing while you're trying to learn, or you need no sound while you're trying to learn, whatever it is that you're discovering about yourself, your own unique way of doing things, your own unique way of getting it done, it's fine. It's totally cool, because you have a lot more uniqueness about you other than just these things that you might view as faults or flaws or shortcomings. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Some of these things you may have viewed as shortcomings, they are not. And you have so much to offer, and so much that's uniquely yours to offer, that like it can't even compare to these things that sometimes you think like, I should be able to do that the way that these people do, or I should be further along than I am. Whatever it might be, no, you are right where you're supposed to be. Your intuition keeps trying to tell you that. And because this is such a number for me, this is such a sign for me, I feel like you guys really are being called, because that's what it meant for me. And you probably have seen threes. If you haven't, look out, because they're going to be everywhere. You're going to be seeing threes everywhere. This can also be about collaboration and just the help and the like the unity that you feel between you and others. And these don't even have to be people that you know, although it can be. This can be about working with people that you know, but this can be about the service that you're providing to others, the light that you're shining on others. You're being called to kind of activate your light. We also have the number 19. Interesting, 29 and 19. I'm loving the vibes. This would be a number 10, which would reduce to a 1. And this is, the affirmation on this card is, I am a pioneer. So that's kind of that one energy, starting something new. This card says, independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work, and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I love that energy. And this is also about doing things that are off the beaten path, which I feel like we've already kind of picked up on this energy. Your intuition is telling you that you were not created to have a normal and average life. Now, that doesn't mean that like normal and average is bad, and everyone's idea of what is normal and average is different. So whatever it means to you, you weren't created to have a life that doesn't feel authentic to you and that doesn't use your gifts and abilities. And part of that is your intuition. So you're meant to kind of like activate this and use this. You're meant to spread joy and spread light throughout the world, however it is that you do that, because we all have our different ways of doing it. No way is better than the other, and no gift that you have is insignificant. So don't think that it is. You may spread joy by playing music. You may spread joy by painting murals. You may spread joy by saying kind words to people when you're out in public. Whatever your particular flavor is, you are being called to utilize it and to let it grow and expand. I'm beyond excited right now. Okay, let's get into your tarot. Let's see how some of these messages might play in. It's time to move. I didn't mean that literally, but it could definitely be a literal message. It might be time to move. It's time to take some action, to get going on this. I feel like with you guys, your intuition almost builds up on you. Like, I feel like you guys, it's not that you can't tap into your intuition or that you don't know what your intuition is trying to say. I feel more like, you don't necessarily give your intuitive hits as much airtime as they desire, as they deserve. And your intuitive messages can almost build up on you to the point that there's a lot that you like, you have it kind of on your mental list as like ideas, like I could do this, I could do that, I did have that one inspiration, I did have that idea, yeah, I did, but like maybe not acting on it. 10 of crystals in reverse, that's 10 of pentacles in reverse. Wow. What in the world is going on here? Yeah. Okay, so we have the Chancellor of Daggers in the upright and then the Chancellor of Wands in the reverse. These are both queens. Let's get one more card for you. The Four of Daggers in reverse, so Four of Swords. God, you guys, it's like this whole energy of I am powerful, it's so true. It's so true about you guys. It like your potential is unlimited. The belief is the issue here. The Creator is at the bottom of the deck. This is Empress energy. Wow. There's just so much potential. Your intuition is telling you to stop ignoring your intuition. And it's not even that you ignore your intuition all the time, but anytime that you are, your intuition is trying to tell you to stop, because you're getting great messages. You're getting great guidance. You are having a lot of insight. And you're not always believing that what you hear, what you see, what you feel can be trusted. But it's actually the exact stuff that's going to move you along your path. So I do feel like for some of you, you are maybe taking like one step. I want to say one step forward and then 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But I don't know if this is really about going forward and going back, or if it's just like more of a stop-start energy. So this could be like sometimes you are listening to your intuition and then you stop and then you listen again and then you stop. So it's like you could make a lot more progress, or you could like move closer to your dreams if you would listen to it all the time. The Chariot coming out is like really showing me that you could just blast forward and that you absolutely will blast forward when you're tapping into kind of like, for you guys, I'm going to say this calling. I feel like this is a calling for you to blaze a new trail, to start something new, to do things your way, to be innovative in some way. Your intuition might be telling you that you've gotten a lot of innovative ideas. You've had a lot of ideas, maybe even to invent something that has never been created. Kind of using your own gifts and your own experience. So the way this is coming through is, I don't want to use this word because I feel like this could be a way that you view things at times, but in some cases it's like using your own shortcomings. And it's not that these are actually shortcomings, but just for instance, let's say that somebody needed to learn in a particular way and they developed a program for people to be able to learn, people who were like them. So I feel like in a way you're a trailblazer, because you can use some of your own experiences and some of your own struggles and your own challenges to create something that others can benefit from. And that is very unique. This is a unique gift that you have been given. When the Chariot card came out, the first thing I said was, it's time to move. And what I meant by that was, it's time to take action on some of these intuitive hits that you've been getting. It's time to take action on this intuition. Don't just let these things be thoughts. Let them be things. Let them be moves that you're making. But I do think that for some of you, you might need to move. And the way that that message came through, it's time to move. This could have to do with like your lease being up at a particular place, or your living environment getting uncomfortable for you in some way. Maybe your work situation getting uncomfortable for you in some way, your relationship getting uncomfortable for you in some way. And I could interpret this different ways, and we probably will, but for some of you, the message definitely came out kind of in terms of something that is uncomfortable, something that has run its course is how I'll say it. So something in your life may have run its course. It may be over. It may be time to go. Maybe like the place that you were living in was cool for a minute, but now you've outgrown it, or your landlord has become a jerk, or something like that. It might be time to go. Now we also have this Four of Daggers energy in reverse, and the Four of Swords is about rest. It's about retreat. It's about slowing down and taking a minute. But this card came out in reverse for you. So this is again that energy of it's time to move. It's kind of this, it's also the energy of literally moving. So I have to point that out because your intuition for a lot of you, I think, is telling you need to move. And it might not be your house or your apartment that is the problem. It might be literally your town. Like you're just like, this place, there's nothing here for me. You want to move somewhere where you can feel more inspired, somewhere where you can feel more encouraged, somewhere where you can be around more like-minded people. I feel like you guys are highly spiritually gifted, and you might want to be around people who appreciate that, or who study the same things that you do, so that you can kind of like progress, or so you can share your knowledge and your insight with other people. So again, your intuition might be telling you it's time to go. Job, housing situation, relationship, could be. But this is also giving me the feeling of like, you've thought about it enough. You've contemplated it enough. It's time to make a move. It's time to take action. And I think that has a lot to do with your intuitive knowing about stuff. Like, you might have been sitting on an idea for a while now. You might have been like, intuitively, I feel like this is right for me, but I'll wait a little bit more and see if I get another sign that it's okay. And it's like, you've gotten all the signs, and it's time to take action on that. So this is actually a really positive message to me, because it's kind of reassuring you that, like, if you have a particular idea about something, you have a vision, you have a place you want to move, something like that, that it's right. Like, it's the right decision, because your guides are telling you to go. Like, it's time to make this choice. Even if it's like you've sat on this information for too long, it's fine. Who cares? Move now is kind of the message. And to start practicing that, to start practicing moving from a place of feeling and moving from an intuitive place, making your decisions based on an intuitive feeling. We have a lot of abundance here for you with this Empress card, the Creator card. This is like you're just magnifying your potential, and magnifying the potential of what's to come when you start taking action based on these intuitive knowings that you've had. It's like, if you intuitively feel like you need to quit your job and start this business that's like a passion for you, you have this Empress energy here that is saying you will be abundant. If you intuitively feel like you need to hit the road and like move, like you need to get out of the space that you're in, or the city that you're in, or whatever it may be, the country that you're in for some of you, it's like you're going to be more abundant, you're going to be more fruitful, you're going to be more prosperous, you're going to be more inspired in this new place, and you've already had intuitive knowings about that. So I want to talk about the cards that came out in reverse. You had the Ten of Crystals and the Chancellor of Wands come out in reverse. So this would be Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. And I love that they're here, because the way that the tarot works is kind of amazing. And like, the fact that this energy is present, it doesn't really matter to me so much that they are in reverse, because it's here. So it's like we can work with this. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. So the 10 of crystals, 10 of pentacles energy is like having everything that you ever wanted, having the wealth, having the dream, the life, the vision, the family, the generational wealth, the abundance, all that stuff. And it's in reverse, which could mean that your intuition has been trying to guide you about the ways that you can bring this energy into the upright. And the fact that we're here at a 10, it really tells me that you're very close. It might be down to this last decision to pursue this dream, to pursue this thought, to make this move, whatever it might be, to leave this job, whatever it might be. And that turns this energy around. So we've got 10 of Pentacles energy here. And that's something, like that's really something to have it there. And to me, this doesn't really talk about loss so much as it talks about something that's right within your grasp. And you have the power to reach out and take it. You actually even have the knowledge, like you have all of the insight to know exactly how to do that. Also with this Queen of Wands energy coming in the reverse, the Queen of Wands is very confident, very expressive, very unique, magnetic, and in the reversed position in this case, and we'll probably look at a different interpretation, but in this case, I'm kind of feeling like this is that doubt that can creep in, like that maybe sometimes wanting to blend in instead of stand out. And I'm telling you, you guys, you weren't meant to blend in at all. You're not meant to do things the way other people want them done or the way other people do them. You're meant to do things your own unique way. You're meant to like to shine. You're meant to be these sunflowers that are so beautiful and vibrant and magnetic. You're meant to be that person. So your intuition is telling you to step into your full truth and like to realize all of this, to realize this 10 of Pentacles energy, to realize this feeling of being truly authentic and being very sure of who you are, because you like have all of the information to do it. Now we have the Chancellor of Daggers in the upright. This is Queen of Swords energy in the upright. So this is about like the knowledge that you have. This is about how self-sufficient you are, how honest you are. I feel like your intuition is telling you to use these gifts, use this this gift of clarity, of insight, and of honesty to deliver whatever message it is that you have for the world. And it's like you can do that through anything. You could do this through your art. Yeah, definitely. I feel also like there might be some people in your life, for some of you. This is not the overwhelming energy that I got, but with this Queen of Wands in reverse, this could represent somebody in your life that you kind of have a feeling about. Somebody who's a little bit aggressive or quick to anger. You might have kind of a feeling about this person. You might have had an intuitive knowing that this person might turn on you, might... I want to get this energy right. This could be about somebody who could potentially be angry with you about something, and you kind of have an intuitive knowing about that, because I'm getting somebody whose temper can flare. So this could represent somebody in your life, and you might have had an intuitive knowing that this person was going to like snap, that this person might turn on you, that this person might misdirect their anger toward you. So that's just a message for some of you. What else? I do feel like there's a message of self-sufficiency here, which is interesting. Like I feel like there's some kind of intuitive knowing that you have about how self-sufficient you are. And so this could have to do with like branching out on your own. I am a pioneer. You might have this intuitive knowing that it's time for you to branch out on your own, that you can do this on your own, that you can like start this business on your own, or you can be okay without this relationship, or whatever it might be, if you have a feeling that there's something you need to move away from. Two of Cups, yeah. I wanted to look underneath the Empress card. Two of Cups. A lot of you, this has to do with a partnership or relationship. And this might be something that's outside of the box for you. This might be something that you've had a lot of intuitive knowing about. This also might be something that you feel like there's communication that's lacking, or you feel like something was left unsaid. You might have that kind of feeling as well. This can also be an intuitive knowing that there's something special about a connection that you're experiencing, that there's something kind of like abundant about it, something Empress energy. Some of you even had a vision about starting a family with someone. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel like this is important to say. I feel like you might not have as much evidence as one would typically need to think these things. Like, you might not know this person very well, or you might have ended a relationship with this person, or there's a separation, but somehow you still intuitively know that, like, you will one day start a family with this person or something like that. That message is coming through for some of you, that even if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you have some sort of intuitive knowing about this, and to trust it because you are so insightful. Okay, interesting. Let's get into your oracle messages, because I'm using a lot of decks and I've been talking a lot. So we want to get all of your oracle messages in. This card says discernment, clear vision, details. So this card, I'm getting like Virgo energy hardcore off of this card. Oh, we didn't talk about signs. So we have we have Cancer energy already out here. We have strong earth energy, strong air energy, strong fire energy. You're all over the place. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but super strong Virgo because of this card here. We've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy out here. Whew. We have a lot of energy out here to the point that I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to say it all, because we also have like all the air signs energy out here as well. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we'll see what else comes out. But really strong earth energy so far, Virgo in particular. And it's interesting. Oh, it's interesting because this card is number 9. And that is the Hermit in Tarot, which corresponds with Virgo. So that could be why that energy is coming. Gosh, just as soon as I saw this, though, it's Virgo energy. And it's about the details. I want to sit with that, because that energy combined with this Chancellor of Daggers energy. Your intuition's on point about something that I think is of interest to you. We will get to it in just a minute. Let's see what messages you have. We have Pride. You guys, this is a lot. This is a lot. What is your intuition trying to tell you? No. Okay, you guys, I don't know what just happened, but in the process of trying to pick up your card, I nearly disheveled the entire table. So I had to kind of regroup and reset a little bit. The card that caused all of this was this new moon in Leo, the Shine card. And I was getting this Leo kind of energy from the Pride card that just came out. So that is confirmation of that, and really confirmation of some of the other messages that we were talking about. So a whole lot of nonsense to get that card, but the message is, it's a good one. Let's keep going. I have 2 more decks I want to use. Let's look at this. This is, some of this I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, this is so crazy. I have to like point out a message really fast. that might not, probably won't resonate for all of you. This might even sound weird, but for some of you, your intuition has been trying to tell you something about a contract that you're about to sign. Yeah. This is about some sort of contract, an agreement, a commitment that your intuition has been trying to tell you to look more closely at. Pay attention to those details with this kind of like Virgo hermit energy. So for some of you, you might be about to sign a contract, even if this is like switching internet providers or something like that, that just seems minor to you. It could be something like that, or it might be an employment contract, a travel contract, because I see a lot about travel here, which is interesting because we were talking before about make the move. It's time to make the move. So for some of you, travel, your intuition might be speaking to you about travel or changing your location. A new school that you're thinking about attending, your intuition is trying to tell you to read the fine print. Make sure that you're familiar with all of the details before you agree to anything and commit yourself to anything. Also, if you're about to submit an application or something like that, or turn in a major project, make sure that you check it over one last time before it's submitted. For some of you, this has to do with a relationship, romantic or otherwise, and we were talking about that with the Two of Cups, so this can be any kind of partnership, or it can be a romantic partnership. Your intuition may be telling you to get to know someone better, like to look at those details that you need to get to know them better, to not rush into anything. Make sure that you have all of the facts with this Chancellor of Daggers, having all of the information, being very clear, having the clarity. Now, this could come across as a warning, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a warning, and it, in most cases, doesn't even feel like that to me. This doesn't feel like it's like, oh no, something bad will happen, get to know them better, or oh no, read the fine print. It doesn't have that vibe. This could mean that getting to know someone on a deeper level makes you discover more things to love about them, and your intuition might tell you like to kind of pursue something with someone maybe you weren't willing to give a chance to, or like to look a little bit deeper, that there might be something that you are vibing with when it comes to this person, or some similarity that you have that you didn't know about. How is this coming through? Let's go back to this reading the contract over example, because your guides are bringing that up. This is sort of like reading the fine print or doing your due diligence and researching something further might help you to see more of the benefits of moving forward with that thing, because you're gonna like fall in love with it. Like, for example, you might be looking at different schools that you could attend, and you might have your mind set on one school, but your intuition's kind of telling you to like look into another school, and you might be trying to push that to the side. And then as it turns out, when you look into the details about that school, you might find something there that you actually really like. Like, you might find that this other school that you didn't really think about considering is actually a better fit for you, or it offers more of the courses that you're interested in, or it's in a location that's going to provide you with more richness and like really provide more richness to your educational experience that you hadn't realized that it would before, because you didn't have all the facts. The funny part is we were talking a lot about moving. So if this is something about a job or education that might require some sort of move, that could be the case for you. It could be that this school or this job opportunity actually comes with more benefits than you initially realized. Like, it's going to move you to a place where you feel happier, where you feel more connected, where you feel like you're in your element. And this can also just relate to travel by itself. Like, you might plan to travel to one location, but when you research a different location, you just kind of fall in love with the place, with the people, with the cuisine, whatever it is, and then you decide to change your plans. So your intuition might be guiding you toward a change of plans that's more in line with what you truly want, and kind of like combing through those details might help you to make your decision or stop you from making a decision that will ultimately make you less happy, like a decision that you will ultimately be less happy with. Okay, here come your guides with some more stuff. This this will resonate for some. Some of you have lost an object, I'm hearing, and I'm getting a feeling that it's exactly where you think it is what your guides are saying. So your intuition told you where this object is, where the object can be found, and you didn't find it there, but your guides are saying to look again. So your intuition wasn't wrong about that thing if it said, like, look in this drawer, or you dropped it at so-and-so's house or whatever it is, and you felt like that was right, but then you didn't find it. This is a message to look again, to look in more detail to find it. That's a specific message for someone watching. For some of you as well, when it comes to relationships, your intuition is trying to tell you that it's in the small details. It's the small actions and gestures that are going to show you how this person really feels about you. If this is a decision, especially this, if it's a decision, you know what, you guys, I have to back up 1 second. When we were shuffling the initial angel number messages, didn't I see the number 2 and like bring that out? Like, did that happen? I feel like I'm losing my mind, but I think because we had the 2 of Cups, so now I'm thinking, yeah, that message was definitely for you. There was a reason that 2 jumped out at me. If some of you are trying to decide between 2 people, and it doesn't have to be people, this can be 2 things, like 2 choices, 2 locations, 2 something, 2 jobs, or 2 different paths to pursue. Your guides are saying to choose the person or the thing that kind of proves their love to you through their actions and not just through their words and empty promises. So that is a message for some of you, but that can actually apply to like different aspects of your life. For some of you, that's really about romance, especially if you're choosing between 2 people. To not believe just what somebody says, but to look deeper at the small things, the little things, the details, and your intuition is trying to point that out to you. There's a lot of fire energy here. That fire energy got a lot stronger for me when we pulled your oracle cards. We have Leo here, and we have Pride, and it seems like every one of these cards has fire imagery on it. Even this, which I'm getting Virgo vibes from, which would be earth energy. There's even like some fire imagery, a spark there. And on this composure card, this looks like a flame behind him. Like it also looks sort of like a keyhole, but it's like all these cards have either directly relate to fire or have fire imagery, and they all definitely just have like these orange colors that are making me think of fire. So not only do we have this strong Leo energy, but also Aries and Sagittarius. Your intuition's trying to tell you to prioritize yourself when it comes to a situation in your life, or possibly your life in general. This could have to do with your desire to travel, or your need or want to move and expand in some way with this 9th house energy. I think your intuition is telling you to make the choice that's right for you. And that's really important here. The one that's right for you. So I don't know who else it is that you are considering. You might be considering in this. Make the choice that's right for you. There might be some sort of family issues that your intuition is trying to get your attention about. You might be putting the needs of your family or your loved ones ahead of your own too much of the time. And you may need to kind of listen to that inner voice that's talking to you about what you need or what's right for you. I'm kind of getting this, like, it's interesting, we have the Leo lion energy here, and then we also have Pride. So I'm thinking of a lion and the pride, the family, like a lion kind of overseeing the pride, protecting the pride. So there might be kind of this energy of like being the head of a family, or feeling responsible in some way for other people, not wanting to leave people behind, wanting to take care of and care for people. And your intuition is trying to tell you that you have to pursue your own dreams, and that you have to move in the direction that feels right for you, even if it requires other people to maybe change with you, or it requires that somebody has to get left behind or something like that. Like we've been talking about a lot, this could be about a move. So it might be that if you were to move, you're going to not be as close to your friends and family. Maybe you can't care for them as much, or you won't be able to see them as much, but you have to consider the details about what's going to be right for you and your evolution. Yeah, something you want to do might impact other people. I feel like the Leo card being right at the center of your oracle reading, or the oracle portion of your reading, this tells me that there's kind of a need to prioritize the self. For some of you, your intuition is telling you to get out of your comfort zone, to kind of explore something new, to do more of what lights you up, what makes you shine, and really, like we were talking about in the beginning, to pursue those things that make you shine, the things that make you individual, that make you unique, to lean into that instead of running away from it. For some of you, you may have already accomplished something, but it's like you tend to downplay your achievements, and your intuition's trying to tell you to celebrate what you've achieved. Let yourself be in that spotlight. Allow yourself to bask in that success, no matter how big or small it is. But don't let your pride get in the way, and don't let it dull your shine. With the composure card here, this is the energy of not wanting to be taken advantage of in some way. Also kind of the energy of not wanting to be underestimated. So your intuition is trying to tell you not to underestimate yourself, and not to surround yourself with others who aren't supportive of your dreams or of your unique vision. This could even be that you felt like something, like you've been feeling that something's holding you back. There might be a little bit of frustration because there's a desire to step into the spotlight and to grow, and your intuition is telling you to make that growth a priority, to kind of refocus the vision that you want to create for yourself, even if, and maybe especially if, it means making a decision that puts yourself first. There might be a conversation that some of you need to have with someone close to you about a change and adjustment that you need to make that's going to make you happier. Truthful words might need to be spoken. Your intuition is speaking to you about that. Let's close out your reading with some messages. Oh my gosh. Oh, I kind of want... A whole bunch of cards flipped over, and it was too many to take, but I think they might all be yours. So I had to grab them back. Like, it's just too much. You have make a move. You have blossom. You have hard work. You have time to process. So it might be like taking a little bit of time for you to process all of this, that like all these moves and all this big transition that you want to make, or this way that you want to shine and step into your light. But this is really about blossoming. This is about like coming into your own, really stepping into your truest self, your most powerful self. And this has to do with a move. Like, whether that's literal or more figurative, it has to do with making some sort of move. It might even be a move that's a little bit daunting. It might be like, if you're gonna physically move, it literally might be like, I don't feel like it, because that's legit. Like, I don't feel like packing all of my stuff. I don't feel like paying movers, like depending on how far you're going, or I don't feel like selling everything. I just don't feel like doing it. It might like take a lot. It might take a lot of work, but the payoff is huge. So whatever that work is, it's worth it. The work is worth it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Wow. You're going places. You're definitely going places, and you don't have to even try to do it. Your intuition is telling you. You can just do this really naturally, because this is all about stepping into that authentic place, letting yourself shine, letting your gifts and abilities shine, letting your light shine. We were talking about this light worker energy with the 333 card, and then you have the shine card. Like, come on, you guys. It can't get any any more crystal clear than that. So yeah, you were born to shine. No matter how small you might feel sometimes, no matter how insignificant your gifts may seem sometimes, you were born to shine. Wow. And your intuition is talking to you all the time, like telling you big stuff all the time. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Whew. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had so much fun doing this reading. If you enjoyed these messages, if any of this resonated, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.